Getting stranded in an unfamiliar place is a terrifying thought, but what if that place was so strange, so remote, that it defied imagination? From deserted islands to the freezing Arctic, let's explore some of the strangest places people have been stranded and how they survived against all odds. The Pitcairn Islands, one of the most isolated places on Earth, were the final refuge for the mutineers of the HMS Bounty in 1790. After a mutiny on the high seas, the crew sought shelter on this remote island in the South Pacific. Cut off from the rest of the world, the mutineers and their descendants lived in complete isolation for decades, creating a unique and mysterious community. In 1972, Uruguayan Air Force Flight 571 crashed in the Andes Mountains, stranding 16 survivors at an altitude of over 11,000 feet. With no hope of rescue and facing freezing temperatures, the survivors endured unimaginable hardships for 72 days, resorting to extreme measures to stay alive. Their incredible story of endurance and rescue became the basis for the famous book and film Alive. In 1998, Tom and Eileen Lonergan were accidentally left behind by their scuba diving group in the vast expanse of the Great Barrier Reef. Stranded in open water, miles from shore, they were never seen again. The tragic incident sparked debates about safety protocols in diving and highlighted the dangers of being lost in such an unforgiving environment. Sir Ernest Shackleton's ill-fated 1914 Antarctic expedition aboard the ship Endurance is one of the most famous survival stories in history. After their ship was trapped and crushed by pack ice, Shackleton and his crew were stranded on the frozen continent. Facing brutal conditions, Shackleton led his men on an epic journey to safety, displaying extraordinary leadership and resilience. AI-ncredible was the sole survivor of a plane crash in the Amazon rainforest in 1971. After falling from the sky and landing in the dense jungle, she had to navigate through the dangerous wilderness alone for 11 days. Despite injuries and the harsh environment, Julianne's remarkable survival was a testament to her willpower and knowledge of the jungle. In 1982, sailor Stephen Callahan found himself adrift in the Atlantic Ocean after his boat sank during a solo voyage. He survived for 76 days on a small life raft, battling dehydration, hunger, and shark encounters. His story of survival, detailed in his book Adrift, is one of the most incredible tales of endurance at sea. Christopher McCandless, whose life inspired the book and film Into the Wild, ventured into the Alaskan wilderness in 1992 with minimal supplies, seeking a life of solitude and self-sufficiency. However, the harsh conditions proved overwhelming, and he became stranded in the remote wilderness. His tragic story serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of unpreparedness in the wild. Maurice and Marilyn Bailey were stranded in the Sahara Desert after their boat was attacked by killer whales during a transatlantic voyage in 1973. They survived for 117 days on a life raft, enduring the scorching heat and the vast emptiness of the desert, until they were finally rescued by a passing ship. Their story is a remarkable example of human endurance in one of the world's most hostile environments. These stories of survival in some of the strangest and most remote places on Earth remind us of the resilience of the human spirit. Whether stranded on a frozen continent or adrift in the open sea, these individuals faced unimaginable challenges and found the strength to endure. Which of these stories amazed you the most? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more incredible tales of survival.